I really think the difference for Untapped, and just for a point of reference, I do run my family office, and we've invested in another 12 or 15 other managers. And of all the managers, there's nobody that does community better than George. No one. And not only does George do it better, I would say he's the only one doing it with intentionality, and that is a real difference. What I have found in the LP base is, you have a group of people that are very passionate about technology, that are very passionate about building, and very passionate about supporting the founders. And certainly, as one that's been a founder, I'm thrilled to see that type of community that could support founders to build. And you can really see the learning velocity of the fund really start to manifest itself. And I think a lot of that is showing through in how they're sourcing and how they're engaging with prospective founders.
Untapped is really different from other funds, primarily in the way that George has done an incredible job of building a community. So the masterminds that we do, the interaction amongst the various investors, the interactions with the underlying portfolio companies is really unique and valuable. So in addition to being what I expect to be a very profitable investment, it's also a great way to learn and understand what's going on right now in the marketplace and what's coming next. Untapped community is a great group of people that are all impressive investors and founders and people who run their own businesses. They're really collaborative and they work well with the portfolio companies and with each other. It's a good bunch of people.
So I have looked at about 15 different funds, and the reason we decided to invest because I really liked their thesis and how they focus on specific areas. I was really interested in how they're focused on compute, on the hardware piece, interested in how they're focused on robotics, as well as agents, and then finally, and most importantly, the healthcare longevity side. I would say that George has been doing a fantastic job. It's a very unique community in the sense that he really brings investors and founders together, which is unlike other funds that I've seen.
The community that not only he's built, but continues to build, and he continues to invest in it, he continues to prioritize the LPs. That is a not only competitive advantage, but puts him in a category of one, in my opinion. The fact that we can do events like this where founders of the portfolio companies can meet the LPs, maybe that happens in other places, but I know for a fact it doesn't happen like this. Just having attended events like Abundance 360 and many other medical technology events, this is a forced collision in many ways of the brightest minds from an LP standpoint who have industry expertise, as well as the founders who are redefining what that expertise is. And that's really special. It puts us all in a place where we get to learn. Today's event was, I would say, exponentially better than last year, and last year was a phenomenal experience as well. It just speaks to the level of effort and intent to curate quality in not just investing in companies, but also building something where there is a synergy between everybody that's in it. I think that's rare.
How Untapped differentiates itself is quite truly the community that we've been able to build. And when I say the community, it's not just the investors that are involved, but it's also the founders themselves. They all have a clear focus on what the world of tomorrow will look like, and they're not going to sit here and wait for it, they're going to make it happen. What founders get for working with Untapped is not just the community of LPs that are already there to support them, but is also George, who as an owner thinks about their problems day in and day out and wants to connect them with the right people at the right time to help make their business be able to thrive and become successful.